we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now. Need crew up right now. Cause we two up right now.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Two teams here that came into the NFL together back in 1995, and off we go between the Jags and the Panthers. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down is Newton. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Malik Jackson. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. A big kick, 50 yards that time, with a return of 4. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10.
Here we go.
On first down, Bortles. Completes it to Lee. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Green 80. Let's go.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Down right around the 25. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Green 80. Spread left. Hank.
On second down, here's Bortles. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Lucy. Green 80.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
Go. Let's rock now.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. They find some open field here. Swatting. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. From the red zone now, Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Green 80. Green 80. Hey, spread right. Spread right. So right. So right. Green inside.
Bortles now on first down. This one caught by Lee. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Lee, 75 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Newton. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a second down. Here's Newton now on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Check four. Watch out.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, let's go. Trip left. Green 80.
Bortles to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, 54, Ricky. Green 80. Green 82.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Green 80. Green 80. 11. Lucy.
Bortles now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Green 80.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running. They had no answer.
Lambo to add on the extra point. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And his throw is incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes. and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out come the Jags. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
372.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
Full right. Here we go.
A 1st down carry down for Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Green 80. 372. Green is it.
Bortles now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Green 80. 372.
Working from the gun. It's Bortles. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Green 80. Hank. 372.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to... And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Miles Jack able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard. Now it's Newton. They'll roll him out right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They snap it to Newton. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Well, CD, in a couple of weeks we can make our Super Bowl predictions, but for right now, I want to get your AFC Division Champion predictions. Who do you have?
All right, let's start in the AFC East. It's New England. Do we need to say any more?
No, I don't think so. I don't think there's a challenger behind them in that division right now.
That tends to cover it. Miami believes that they can be. Buffalo will be starting over with a new quarterback. So will the Jets. How about the AFC South? I'm going to give you a surprise there. I think Houston comes back and reclaims their crown and moves ahead of Jacksonville and Tennessee, who were both in the playoffs last year. The good health of Deshaun Watson, J.J. Watt, Whitney Merciless. Houston in a surprise pick.
All right. How about the West? The West is always intriguing. Who are you taking there?
One of the better divisions in football. John Gruden's back in Oakland. Kansas City has a new quarterback in Patrick Mahomes. Denver has a new quarterback in Case Keenum, plus a terrific defense. I think the L.A. Chargers ride away with this division crown. Philip Rivers has to get it done. Somewhat approaching the twilight of his career. And I love their pass rush with Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram.
And in the North, I'm guessing you're going Steelers.
I think I have to go the Pittsburgh Steelers. Everyone else has big question marks. The Steelers have Big Ben, and they're really upset about the way 2017 ended when they lost to Jacksonville in the playoffs.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, 54 Ricky. Set. Green 80. 59 Mike. Check. Lucy.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Bortles now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Bortles. They'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Lucy. Green 80. 73.
On first down, Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Newton. He's going to go deep for Funchess. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mike 39, Lucy. Green 80. Green 80. Lucy. Lucy. Green is nice.
On second down, here's Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Move, 380. 372.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Rolling to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Panthers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Newton sliding out of the pocket. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. Carolina getting set to take the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. Forced out to his left. He's going to go deep for Funchess. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now Newton. Out to his left. And caught left side, Olsen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. On first down, it's Newton. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it in.
That's caught at the 25. Give him 30 yards there. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Hey, while we've got a second, let's talk rookie running backs. Obviously, the headliner is Saquon Barkley, but there's a lot of good other backs in this class, are there not?
There certainly are, and there was a surprise first-round pick to many people out of San Diego State named Rashad Penny, who went to Seattle. They're trying to recreate that strong running game that they had that powered them to 2 Super Bowl appearances. How about Royce Freeman in Denver? A big-time pickup out of the University of Oregon. They expect him to be the lead runner when the season begins. He'll get every opportunity to do that. Kerryon Johnson in Detroit, out of Auburn. They haven't had a running game since I can't remember, and they need to take some pressure off of Matthew Stafford. Maybe Kerryon Johnson could power them that way. How about a couple below-the-radar guys? Chris Warren is leading the NFL in rushing after 2 weeks. Undrafted out of Texas, running the ball well for Oakland. And if John Kelly can step in and give them some good play in Los Angeles, they've got great insurance for Todd Gurley, who, of course, is their lead back.
A lot of good ones. Of course, the class would have been even better had Darius Geis not gone down with that ACL injury. Tough break for Washington. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Torrey Smith, 65 yards. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Gano the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Now Bortles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Bortles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Green 80. Green 80. 11. 372.
Bortles now on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Denoris Searcy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready? 180.
Now Newton on 1st down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Lucy. Set.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Bortles now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
76. Here we go.
Bortles going to give to Yeldon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern, maybe somebody...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Steps away to his left. And some room to work. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Off the bootleg. Newton rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
That's right now. On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And he's got room. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On 1st down, Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Newton again. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let this one go deep, right sideline. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down? As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion.
I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the roadie.